Hello, I'm Landis. Welcome to my studio. Come on in. This is where we started. This is the original building. It used to be the Gallery Mint Museum. We've now changed the name to Landis Studios, but these are all old presses I've collected over the years. I started by demonstrating at Renaissance festivals. So I collected these presses. We used to move these all over the country to demonstrate how they did coin making back in the 16th century and before that. So some of these machines I've had to build by myself. This is a machine that I built that puts edges on coins. We'll show you in detail how this all works in later episodes. I just wanted to go through a run through and kind of introduce everybody to the mint and what we got going on here. This is an intaglio press for doing prints. If everybody's seen my Facebook avatar of Leonardo da Vinci, it was printed on this press from a plate I engraved. This is a rolling mill here for rolling silver and gold. And this is our main coining press. We do, it's called a fly press or a screw press. This one can deliver about 30 tons of impact. We strike all of our big art metals on this. And here's some of them here, and the dies. All these dies I've engraved by hand, and we'll be showing how I do that in later episodes. We start, this is a 3-ounce slug. It's heated up red hot, put on there and smashed in with the press to strike some of these. So that's kind of our main line, and I take some of those coins that I've made, saw them out, do a little extra work, and make a mold out of it. We make jewelry, have them cast into pewter jewelry. We make all kinds of things. This is a real popular design. It was made starting with a coin that I had engraved and made. Let's go on the other side and show you some of this stuff. This is the mini mint, and it is a 2x8 tabletop. It's an invention that I created specifically for showing coin making from raw metal to finished product. We could actually cast a bar here in pewter. We roll it out in the rolling machine, cut a blank, roll the edges on it, and finally strike it in that press. So it was a self-contained demonstration. We used to take to coin shows and stuff. This is the McNamara press. It was built by Robert McNamara for his heraldic art mint, and it will produce over 100 tons of pressure. We strike our silver dollar reproductions on this thing. And this is our cutting press here. We got tooled up to cut our finger pick blanks, which is kind of our main line. It's becoming our main focus right now. I'll show you some of those later. Another rolling mill. This is where we do our casting. When we make coins or picks, we start out by casting a bar that's just a spacer there. But he'd heat it up in here and pour molten metal into here. We'll show all this later. And then those bars are then cut in this massive cutting press. We cut the blanks out of this big thick plate silver. And that's pretty much it for this room. Let's go in the other building. Okay. Yeah, this is the machine shop. This is the lathe where Timothy makes all the blank dies, collars, etc. Milling machine. This is a hydraulic press we need to get going. Neither of us know anything about hydraulic presses, so we're going to need some expert help. But this is our current one, which doesn't deliver enough pressure for our needs. We need to get a bigger hydraulic press, but this is what we're stamping our silver finger picks on and our deadhead commemorative coins. We're doing collar striking in here. Buffing machines where I polish the finger picks when they're done. Surface grinder. Sandblaster for just comes in handy for all kinds of stuff. Cut off saw, that's where we cut off the raw material and make dies, cut them into segments and lathe turn them. We do our heat treating in these two ovens. One's set up for, they're programmable, so we'll set one up for the heating, and then after they're quenched, the other one will be set up for the tempering operation. Oh, let's go through the wood shop. It's dark in here, let me turn the light on. So we've got pretty much a full wood shop in here. We don't use it a whole lot, but I will be using it. I want to do a little segment. I broke my banjo a couple of days ago, so I'm going to show how I'm going to fix that in here. But we've got pretty much a complete wood shop here. Some of the other old presses that I've collected. These are some old antique things. Some of these are sold. We're waiting for the buyer to get here. And that's some nice old screw presses there. That's very usable there. And let's go into the engraving shop. Oh, this is my display I use for. I set it up at Hillberry local music show. Some of my product line. This is the engraving room here. I'll just pan around, show. These are some prints and stuff that I've done. Here's my broken banjo that I mentioned. I'm going to show how I'm going to repair that. Be a wood shop thing. But this is my engraving bench. You do This is some of the finger pick blanks that we're making into, before they're shaped, a lot of these are custom engraved. So I'll put them in here, and then under a microscope I can sketch that in and I'll carve it. This is an air-powered tool. It's a Lindsay palm control. My good friend Steve Lindsay invented this and made it. It's life-changing, this tool. It's like adding power steering. So I was trained traditionally as a push-style engraver, and for doing a lot of heavy die work and so forth, it's just very, it can be real strenuous on your hands. So this gets it's like a little miniature jackhammer, and you can set how hard it hits by the amount that you push it. And you can adjust the strokes per minute on it. It's really cool tool. And once they're engraved, I come over here and saw them out. And because after they're struck, they have flashing metal that's been pushed out of the die. So I trim it up with my Potter jeweler's saw. I really like this saw. And use this little V-board here. Anyway, we'll be showing all the steps. One more room to the office before we close this one out. This is the office, and this really is reality TV here because we didn't even clean up the shop. This is just as it is. This is Timothy. He is our machinist, and well, he runs everything basically. I'm the artist, and he does all the real work.
And as little of it as possible.
But, so this is where we do all our shipping. I've got, like every office needs a couple of steel guitars and a banjo and a guitar and dobro. So it's part of my job that I have to test these finger picks now and then. So I make sure I have plenty of instruments. Anyway, I guess that about wraps it up for this little episode. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. We'll have detailed shots of how we do all this stuff in further episodes. Until then, see ya.